Welcome back to On the Rise, the latest CanMNT news, and today Peter Galindo is reporting that CF Montreal is entertaining offers for CanMNT center back Kamal Miller, and of course CF Montreal have already lost some key significant players this offseason in CanMNT players and stars in Alistair Johnston and Ismail Kone to Watford and Celtic, but also USMNT international as well in Georgi Mihailovic, who also went out to the Eredivisie to join up with AZ Alkmaar. And now losing Kamal Miller would be a significant blow, a massive monumental loss for CF Montreal in a transitional phase right now for them. But for me, this is the right thing to do, to entertain these offers and to definitely cash in and move on from Kamal Miller. He's at a brilliant World Cup stint, only at 25 years old. This is where his stock is going to be at the highest it ever will be for CF Montreal. Coming off a brilliant World Cup stint for Kamal Miller, he was brilliant for Canada's backline, probably our best center back, and maybe our best defender up there with Alistair Johnston, his ex-CF Montreal teammate. Kamal Miller was brilliant in this CF Montreal run this season when they did finish second in the league and of course losing out in the playoffs only in his second ever season with CF Montreal, where Miller was acquired for $275,000 and a 2021 first round draft pick. And of course, they will be making quite a large profit off this transfer. Kamal Miller is definitely now right and ready to move on from CF Montreal. It is time for him to go out and play abroad. He is ready for it, and he is definitely set on making this transfer. And for me, he definitely needs to be making a move. Where do I see him going? This is a huge question that a lot of people will be asking, and a lot of people do want to know. What league could he get into? For me, the Belgian league, whether it's the Dutch league, or even the Turkish league. The Turkish league has been rumored quite a lot. And of course, having the same agent as Tejan Buchanan, which I'm almost 100% certain he does. The Belgian league is going to be a huge rumor as well. I would love to see him end up in the Belgian league or the Turkish league, whether it's those top clubs. But the Turkish league can always be dangerous to how the money moves around that league, because those big teams can also fall off at any moment and any time. Of course, Kamal Miller would suit in brilliantly into the Belgian division, whether he joins up in a back three or even plays in a back four. Kamal Miller would suit perfectly to the Belgian style of football, in my opinion. And I think one of those top sides in Turkey, whether you're looking at Fenerbahce, a Galatasaray, one of those bigger sides, whether it's a Besiktas, linking up with Atiba Hutchinson. They love a Canadian legend in Atiba Hutchinson. This could be a perfect stepping stone for Kamal Miller. Have a year or two at Besiktas and then move on to bigger and brighter things, whether it's a top 5 league or even a Champions League side that's a consistent contender. Kamal Miller could be on a cusp of a very good transfer. We even saw the likes of Joel Waterman being rumored with bigger transfers in the Turkish Super League. And I think Kamal Miller is ripe for a transfer to join a side abroad in Europe. And I think Belgium Eredivisie is another brilliant role. Kamal Miller, for me, is so good on the ball. His strength, his ball control, and his ability on the ball is so good. And you look at the Dutch division, the Eredivisie. You look at sides like Feyenoord, PSV, Ajax. So many of their top clubs, even AZ Alkmaar. Does he join up with Georgi Mihailovic? Never know. But that Dutch division in the Eredivisie is such a ball possession kind of system. They love to play with the ball. They're technically adapted. And his ability on the ball and his ball control is so suitable to that league. And I would love to see Kamal Miller in the Eredivisie. More likely, if those top sides, I don't want him to see fall down with, yes, FC Twente and Sparta Rotterdam are having great seasons this year, but they're not top clubs in the league. They don't have the money to really push for it. I want to see Kamal Miller with one of those bigger sides pushing for a role, pushing for a starting role, whether it's rotation with one of the bigger sides. You never know, but it'd be exciting. Even FC Twente, I'd love to see that transfer as well. Whether it's the Eredivisie, Belgian, or Turkish league, I wouldn't complain. Even push for a higher transfer to maybe even a lower end league or Bundesliga side. I think that'd be brilliant as well. But for me, Kamal Miller definitely needs to be moving on. CF Montreal gotta notice and gotta see that this is the perfect time to cash in on Kamal Miller. There's gonna be no other time having Kamal Miller at the club where his stock and his transfer value will be any higher. You just gotta look at Kamal Miller right now and his value on transfer market. It is at the highest point that it ever will be. Like I said, after a brilliant season with Montreal, coming second, a great playoff run, and also a great performance at the World Cup sees his stock rise to 4 million euros on transfer market, which is extremely high value for a 25-year-old. Really in the prime of his career. He's doing brilliantly. Yes, the hurt will be what Montreal does have at center back and what they do go with next season for a formation, as that would leave him with only four-ish center backs on the roster. You're looking at Camacho, you're looking at Campbell. Whether Waterman stays is definitely up in the air, as well as he's been rumored with transfers as well. But for me, Kamal Miller should be heading out the door and moving abroad. Yes, he could move to another MLS side, but I highly doubt that they will get more money from an MLS side than someone abroad. And I'm guessing CF Montreal has his best interest in hand and wants to move him on to a side that he does want to move on to, which I'm sure would be a European move abroad. Guys, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Where do you guys want to see Kamal Miller move to, or do you guys think he stays at CF Montreal? Let me know down below. Hit that like button, drop a sub, as we're trying to come up with daily content on the channel. Guys, I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.